Guys, we have a come from behind victory in the making. We are this close. We're going to get that 30th out of 50 states for constitutional carry if we can deliver. This video, you guys need to send out. We've got to put some pressure on some very specific individuals. We're going to get it done. We're going to make it happen. We need some calls. We need some emails. We need to let them know that the encouragement is behind them to make the right decision for the Second Amendment. This is going to be a good one. So guys, make sure you send this one out. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Every time you do so, a gun controller stubs their toe. So I mean, like, what? Come on. Like, if that's not a payoff, I don't know what is. All right, let's get into this, guys. We got to talk about some stuff. 5x5 audio is good. Make sure you send this out as you're getting in here, guys. All right. At Braden LOA on X. Let's dive in. All right. So this is coming out of North Carolina, guys. This is a massive one because the governor has already vetoed the constitutional carry in that state. This would be the 30th out of 50 states. So 3/5 of the United States would have constitutional carry if this override goes through. So the backstory here, the governor comes in and says, I don't want your 2A rights. So no, vetoes it. Well, then the Senate just passed today the override of that, as well as the House went forward and said, hey, now we can have guns in educational areas with permission. We're moving in the right direction. There was also some DEI stuff, some male transgender, female thing, whatever. The point is, it's going in our direction. This is a really big one. We're going to need to activate, but let me show you what's going on. This is Taylor Rhodes, good buddy of mine from NAGR, says, the pressure is working. North Carolina gun owners aren't backing down. Don't back down. You are this freaking close. Representative Ted Davis and Representative William Bryson sold out your rights, but there's still time to right their wrong. Make their phones ring off the hook. I've got all of this, bear with me. It's time for North Carolina to join the Constitutional Carry Club. This would put us at 3/5 of the nation. That would be incredible. All right. Everything that I'm going to have in this this video is going to be linked in the description box below with the 5 people that you guys need to send emails to tonight. Very easy, very emaily, very simple, and then phone calls tonight and tomorrow. Voicemails are good too, because nothing's worse than having a voicemail box freaking flooded. But I'm going to have all of this in the description box with all links to their profiles, their phone numbers, everything. All right, let's get it. As we continue here, I want to show you what happened today around specifically the 2A. Then I'll show you other things that happened that were kind of ancillary, which points in a good direction. All right, we can't let up. Dustin Curtis, also from NAGR, because they're the ones that are putting out a lot of this information. Update, North Carolina Senate overrides Governor Josh Stein's veto of constitutional carry. All eyes are now on the North Carolina House, where gun owners need every Republican to vote pro-gun and 1 Democrat to be absent. It's still an uphill battle as 2 Republicans, Ted Davis and Representative William Bryson, voted no on the first floor vote for SB 50 a few weeks ago. That said, we've been mobilizing gun rights activists across their districts ever since their betrayal, and they're feeling the heat for voting against constitutional carry. Good. We're going to feel some more of that heat, because this could happen as early as tomorrow. That's why I'm doing this video with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement, because we are right freaking there. Now, the backstory here, and I've covered this in a few other videos, the Democrats don't have a say in this at all in the Senate. They don't have the supermajority. They just simply don't. In the House of North Carolina, they have they're missing the supermajority for the Republicans by like 1. So that's why he said here you need to have 1 Democrat either flip or not be there. That's why he said that. Okay. So where this currently sits is it's passed, the override itself, telling the governor to pound sand, has passed out of the Senate and is going to the North Carolina House. Now I'm going to show you the whole picture here. All right, I'm going to come back to that NRA article I have up here in 1 second for some more context. But let me show you what happened. Again, everything will be linked in the description box. Guys, send this one out. I'm loving the emojis, the chats, all of it. The General Assembly enacts laws dealing with carbon emissions, firearms, transgender rights, and state auditors' power. This is from today, of course. North Carolina lawmakers override Stein's vote as key House Democrats defect. I'm going to show you these pieces because these pieces are the important part. Actually, I'll do this first. I'll read these highlighted points. In the House, as key Democrats cast their deciding votes and broke with their party, because this is North Carolina. This is the South still. This is different than a lot of other places. and broke with their party. One rose to defend their vote on an immigration bill in a fiery speech. Another, who provided the deciding vote on the bill, decried as a GOP culture war proposal by other Democratic members, and he said he had moral issues with the legislation. I'm going to stay focused, but don't think I didn't want to answer that. I think they've got a handful of members on the Democratic side of the House who just recognize that they're up here to serve their constituents. House Speaker Destin Hall, a Republican from Caldwell, told reporters Tuesday after the votes. And they recognize, particularly, that sometimes means compromising on the issues. Yeah? I'd recommend you compromise on the issues because you're in North Carolina. You still have a whole lot of good old boys and a lot of very conservative people when it comes to their gun rights. You may think you're making big headway with the big cities in North Carolina, but let me just tell you right now, that is not an accurate assessment to think that they can't compromise because you guys are in the very small minority. But I would love to see it flip Republican because the next legislature, we'll just go ahead and just take it anyway. Come on, guys. You know what's going to happen. All right. Several controversial measures did not receive override votes in the House on Tuesday. That was today, including the measure to allow anyone 18 and older to carry a concealed gun without a permit. That's the magic bullet. That's the one that we want. All right, I'm going to show you a bunch of things. I'm going to tell you some inside stuff, all the things, okay? Right here are tracking the veto overrides in North Carolina legislature. This is important because what got the yes today? I'm going to read you the 4 that got the yes. Changes oversight structure of charter schools, okay. Repeals emissions goal, okay. Bars public agencies from collecting and releasing data, okay. And then allows employees or volunteers in private schools to carry concealed firearms. House Bill 193. That one is a big one, guys, because that is completely parallel to the other one, which we're going to talk about in about 10 seconds. This right here is where you had the defector. Representative Shelley Willingham, Democrat, votes yes. One flipped. So one flips, and now you have employees or volunteers in private schools to carry concealed firearms for protecting of the children, which we all know is a good idea because we need to protect our children. This is not controversial. But now let me get to this top part up here. This is why I showed you that. This allows the concealed carry of firearms without a permit for those over 18. This is Senate Bill 50. So as you can see, there was no vote done today. It's to be determined, as you can see right over there. So this could happen at any moment. Emails, phone calls, voicemails. Guys, if you're not in the area of North Carolina, just call somebody who is, or you can just say, hey, I'm not a constituent, but I would love to see the freedoms that I enjoy handed on to my North Carolinian brothers and sisters. I don't care. That's cool. Emails are good too. But this is a really important piece to this. Now, I'm going to show you these names, and they will all be in the description box below. Every single one of these links that you're about to see. This is Representative Destin Hall. He's the House Speaker. He needs some love. There's his phone number right there, and I'll leave it up. I mean, it's obviously his office phone number. It's not his phone number, but there's the actual number. Legislative office. I'll leave it up there in case you want. He needs some encouragement. Hey, why don't we work together and make this happen? Let's go ahead and get House Bill 50 across the board. Okay, then I'll go to the next one. Carl E. Gillespie. And this is, of course, according to my sources on the ground. My sources on the ground say these are the people that we need to talk to. So that's why I'm bringing them to you. It's my function in this role. Representative Carl Gillespie. I believe this guy is the majority whip, which would mean he's the vote collector. There's his number right over here. I'm just going to leave that up for a second. So far, we have Destin Hall, who is the Speaker of the House. Carl Gillespie, who my intel is, I'm pretty sure from memory serves, he's the House Majority Whip, which again, gets all the votes and counts the votes and does all those things. Then we have this person, Brendan H. Jones. He needs a little bit of love and encouragement to do the right thing and make North Carolina the 30th constitutional carry state in these United States, because then we can get 3/5, and that just sounds better than 29. It's easy. And as I leave that up there for you guys to have all these numbers, which will all be linked in the description box below, don't forget, if you hit the subscribe button and you hit the like button and you leave some chats and you put some emojis, that's like 4 stub toes of gun controllers that you know. I mean, like Nancy Pelosi style level. Yeah, pretty awesome. All right, so make sure you do that. Now we're going to Ted Davis. This guy, another person who needs some love. He is in the House. We're going to leave those numbers up, and all of these guys, again, will be in the description box. Emails, phone calls, voicemails. Guys, This is the moment. You can push this over. Everything that people are telling me, it's still not a done deal, but it is possible with the right amount of proper, polite pressure. Let's freaking go, because we have these abilities and we are going to express our rights. Damn it. And this last one, Representative William D. Brisson. William D. Brisson. He needs some love too. There's his number. So call his office, send him an email, leave a voicemail, be polite. Say, I highly encourage you to come forward and be on the side of freedom, and you make North Carolina, herald it into the 30th state of the 50 for constitutional carry, because the people deserve these rights. That's what I would say. I don't know. But I'm just a guy on the internet. So in summation, we're about at 10 minutes. I'll jump over in the chat real quick in a second. In summation, guys, we are right on the cusp of getting 30 out of 50. This is that moment. Like, we are right freaking there. We've already got precedent for the North Carolina Democrats to wiggle on a 2A issue right down here. Allows employees and volunteers in private schools to carry concealed firearms. They've already wiggled on House Bill 193. Now we can just go ahead and let them get wiggled again on Senate Bill 50. Sorry, I said House Bill earlier. Senate Bill 50. Guys, let's go. Phone calls, emails, voicemails. Our brothers and sisters in the purple line need our help and support. And I know that each of you are going to be amazing while you do it. You know what? You guys, there's a bunch of us in here. I will recap this in a second. I want to show you something else while we're here. While I've got you. And I'll jump in the chat here in a second. Coaster Fish. I assume Coaster Fish hit the like button and some emojis because he doesn't like Pelosi. Because that's what happens when you hit the subscribe button on this channel. Gun controller stub toes. Tomorrow will be something else. All right, this one boggled my mind. I'm just going to put it at the end as a little bit of an Easter egg as we get in here, and I'll do a recap again. Did you guys see this today? The Cincinnati police chief, Teresa, I can't remember, Thietge, whatever, I don't care, shames people for sharing footage of the woman being beaten because the video didn't depict the entire incident. Do you see that? On my X profile, this like blew up on my X profile about this police chief being upset that people like me would dare spread out information because she was sitting on her butt not doing anything. I'm going to play it just on principle.
Cover real quick. Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity and enforcing the law.
Okay, I can't help it. Don't you think that would help? I don't know, like, maybe I'm just, like, dumb. You know, I'm 39. Maybe I'm bordering on that level of, like, just a little senile, but little naive, too. Maybe I'm in that, like, hazy zone. But you'd think, if you were a police chief, you'd go, "What happened here, detective?" And then you'd go, "Well, we have a video displaying the entire thing." You'd think that'd be handy. I don't know. But it turns out it just inhibits the investigation. Yeah. By the way, update on this. The individuals who were on video beating a woman until she goes unconscious just went out on bail for $400. That just came out. So yeah, shame on us for talking about it. Who else wants to spread this out? God almighty. All right, I just had to say it. I had to show you. That irritated me. All right, guys, let me jump into the chat real quick. If you guys are just now getting in here, I'll do a real quick recap. Rhett Kosi Chief says, "She's yelling at you, LOA. Stop spreading the truth." I can't, I won't, I shall not stop. She can yell at me all she wants with her stupid idea of social media spreading. Almost got in trouble that one. All right. I've gotten a lot spicier. I've been watching a lot more of these politicians recently. It's just crazy. Mike House says, "I watch all your videos. Keep up the awesome job." Thank you very much, Mike House. Moved from New Jersey to North Carolina years ago. Life was turned around instantly in a big way. Good, Salvo. I expect you to call, email, voicemail, do all the things. And Rhett Coasty says, stub on this, gun controllers, because he liked and subscribed to the channel and the video. And left some emojis while he did it. All right, here's the bottom line as we recap this, guys. We've got to do phone calls, we got to do emails, we got to do voicemails. That's it. Everything's in the description box right down there. I put all the links for every single one of them. There are 5 people. They all need some polite love. All of them need polite love. We need to get Senate Bill 50 over the finish line. They are this close. We're almost there. And with our help, we can grind until we meet that freedom head on. I thank each and every one of you for watching. I love each and every one of you, just the right amount that makes you feel comfortable. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button on the way out to ensure you get that stubbing of the toe opportunity. And I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.